on the 19th day of the advent of Cyber 2023. We are working on a blue team again, memory forensics, crypto miners, sing, volatility. We are going to start the machine, and the idea of this box is basically understanding how we can look into the memory and how it has been used, how to investigate with that, and what are the difference between volatile data and memory dumps. We can also understand at least what is the volatility and how it can be used to analyze the memory dump and what are the different profiles it can have. The memory forensics, also known as volatile memory analysis or random access memory RAM forensic, is a branch of digital forensics where it's involving examination and analysis of the RAM to uncover evidences and proof of artifacts related to incidents that are related to the cybersecurity, crimes, or even that makes it like something has been tampered with or whatever. The difference with the hard disk forensic, where we can recover all the files from the disk and then study them. Memory forensics focuses on the programs that were running when the memory dumps was created. So we are only aware of what is currently running or in the snapshot, running in the snapshot, and not what's in the on the disk or whatsoever. So a memory dump is basically the snapshot of memory that is captured to perform this kind of analysis, and it will contain all the data related to the processes that are running and that have been captured while the memory dump was created. So we have user processes and background processes. The processes that are started by the users are the user processes, and the one that have been um, provided or started without any user interaction are called background processes. We have a box, we have an SSH box, and we are going to leverage an SSH instead. Okay. T is a command line tool that lets digital forensics and incident response team analyze a memory dump. For this type, examine the memory dump of a Linux device. For your convenience, volatility is already installed on the VM. We can look at the different help option using volpi. Okay, so we'll go there and type cd evidence. Oh, desktop first. Evidence ls. Okay, we have the memory there. What if I type volpi? Okay, it's working. So, oops, clear. So we have the version 2.6.1 and we have all these commands. Yay, superb. So volatility 3 is using Python 3, the 2 is using Python 2. Before we start analyzing memory dump, let's go what profiles are. We have different profiles here, Vista, SP0, and so on and so on. Apparently, we don't have Linux profiles, which is weird. They have to be created manually from the same device the memory dump is from. Here are some to concern. Linux is not a single operating system, unlike Windows, which has standardized memory structures. Linux kernels internals can vary significantly across different distributions, so It makes it difficult to create a generic Linux profile. It's open source and can be modified, blah, blah, blah. So to use the profile, we have to copy it where the volatility stores, the different, so we are going to, and so now if I do Ubuntu, I should be seeing my profile. Yes, I see it. Perfect. So we can start. There is a Linux mem file. Yes, it's there. So we will be using the volpy-f file Linux mem with the profile we just had, and we will see what are available, what options are available for us. We are, ooh, there's a lot of them. So let's go for Linux bash plugin. So doing that is calling Linux bash instead of -h, sorry. Linux Linux bash. So we'll be able to look at the different commands that have been running, and sudo su git clone ls make vi sudo su ls lfi, and we have a MySQL root with the password here, so it's pretty neat. And apparently it was used. However, you can see there's a VI here just after. So someone has also looked into that request and so have had access to it, which means it's so the password. Okay. There's like a something that has been downloaded and executed. So we'll use pslist now. Linux pslist. Of course, I typed it incorrectly. list. I feel like it's going to need some grabbing, but as you can see, this plugin doesn't just list each process name, it also lists the PID and the parent process ID, which helps determine what is often referred as the parent-child relationship between processes. There are only two anomalies that we can quickly analyze. The alpha analysis confirmed that they didn't execute the minor process based on the program name. Our initial assumption is that it may be dealing with a crypto miner. The MySQL server appears to be benign, but this is misleading. The real process for MySQL is called MySQL-D as listed above, so the health analysis confirmed that they didn't execute the sys, given that the PID in this process is different from the PPID of the minor process. This process did not spoon from the miner directly. Yeah, makes sense. So now we need to So for these processes, we can extract them apparently. So if we create some make dir extracted and use the PID for miner. Miner is where is miner? Where is miner? Oh, there. 1020. Okay. So I need to proc dump the whole thing into for the 10 to 80. And MySQL server, which is 10 to 91, because MySQL D is actually the daemon for MySQL. So now if you do ls extracted, we see we have those two files, and we can have md5 sum of miner, okay, and MySQL. So having seen that, we have now the MD5 for that, which means that we can now check that everything hasn't been tampered with. And the second thing is like we are going to check what is the persistence of each of those. So there is a plugin Linux enumerate files, which helps enumerate files on the server, and with the help of grep we can grep and cron, and therefore if we use that command here, it will help identifying what are the files. The one that is interesting for us is apparently Elfie. So we have the cron d reboot, cron d PID, invocation cron service. And the one that is not supposed to be there is the healthy one, cron tabs healthy. Checking with the elf analyst, apparently that cron job wasn't set up on its server, so we can now extract the file with the ID that we have and the dash capital O option to name the file output. So we can now do exactly that one. So Volpi. The ID is this one, and I want it to be healthy in the extracted folder. So now if I cat the healthy, I do see that it's located in the .system python 3.8 update slash MySQL server, and it's definitely so that there is something fishy with the location of it. So we identified where it's located and how it's persisted and what kind of things they have set up. What is the exploit password that we find in the bash history? It's somewhere in the top. There we go. Copy. What's the PID of the miner process? We do find the PID of the miner is 10/280. The MD5 hash is of miner is this one, and the MD5 of the MySQL server is this one. Okay, use the command strings extracted miner. Okay, grab HTTP. Oh, interesting. By using strings on the extracted miner, on the extracted mine, basically. Sorry, on the file, we are able to list out um, all the strings. So if I do that, it's pretty like a lot of things. But if I grab it by HTTP, still see funky stuff. But I should be able to see HTTP colon/slash, which I should probably grab for instead of looking for it. We have it here. HTTP colon/slash macready secret c2.thm. So, poof. Insufficient is coming from the insufficient security. So if I do yes, it's not the correct one. Why? Oh, we want it to be defanged, so we need to have cyberchef defang URL. I don't want that one. Okay. So, and there we go. And finally, when we looked into the MySQL server location, we have too many stuff here. Bum, 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 bum. It was in that folder. And whoop whoop, we got everything in. There is volatility room apparently, so feel free to check it out. Thanks for your time. Take care. Bye bye. See you next day.